Soaring rent, it's long been a problem in this city, and now a new study is shedding light on why. Melissa Nakhavoly joins us live now. And Melissa, what does this study reveal?
Well, it's truly an eye-opening study, Cynthia, that's really pulling back the curtains on why rent is so high right now. It's saying that researchers at the University of Waterloo have uncovered that corporate landlords backed by billions of dollars in capital are charging about 44% more in rent than others in the same neighborhood. They're called financial landlords. Corporations like private equity firms, insurance giants, and real estate investment trusts that are turning rental buildings into profit machines, according to researchers buying up buildings and driving up rent.
And we were able to see that financial landlords as a group are charging higher rents in the city of Toronto and the GTA, and that they are increasing rents the fastest over time when compared to other types of landlords.
And the numbers are jaw-dropping. According to the new study, financial landlords charge 44% more than average rents in the same neighborhood. That's about $670 extra every month. Neighborhoods most at risk of experiencing the sharpest increases are those with low income and racialized residents.
I think there's an opportunity in some cases when people have less options that it maybe is easier to exploit them. This is a pattern that we have seen in Canada and the U.S. for many years, in which some cases you do see that racialized and vulnerable tenants end up being gouged more for rent.
Researchers say they looked at 1,600 apartment buildings and spent months pulling together data from private sources because there's no public system to track who owns rental buildings and how much they're charging. How difficult was it to access the information to come up with the study?
It was actually quite difficult. And I think one of the reasons why this is a kind of path-breaking study is that there haven't been other studies that have looked at building level rents and at ownership data. And it's extremely difficult to find. So we had to pay to access the rent data and building ownership data and search it property by property.
Tenant groups say this confirms what they've been seeing and living for years. They're calling for stronger rent control, real investment in affordable housing, and regulations to keep financial firms in check. They're warning without that, more families will be forced out of communities they've always called home.
Not just banning the above guideline increases, they also have to introduce vacancy control to keep rents affordable between tenants, in between tenant movement, and apply rent control to all the units, not just some. Every unit should have that.
Now, researchers say that this isn't just a Toronto problem, that these companies are acquiring more buildings at a rapid pace nationwide. They also say that this is just the beginning. They are calling for more transparency. Cynthia.
Okay, Melissa, thank you.